One of the problems we face here in Greenville is that a lot of the ministries are disconnected and don't really know what's going on in the others, kind of like puzzle pieces spread out across the table. They're not touching one another. Heart for Greenville seems to be an organization that can help bring those together so that we can better connect. We can bring our whole picture together to see what God is doing here. And through that, nonprofits will be able to reach into the cities better. We'll be able to connect on a more broad level, but also a more specific level for our areas of ministry.
Like most nonprofits, we don't have a lot of redundancy at the 3rd Street Education Center. Our staff is spread very thin. They're amazing. They're taking care of a lot, but they were called to a ministry and they're taken away from their core ministry because they have to sweat the details.
What if we can just get together with these ministries and see if we can come alongside them and support them and encourage them and see if we can make them maybe even more efficient and effective?
You know, our nonprofit leaders are our front line. They're the people that stand on a wall and deal with our most complex problems, who seek to engage those who need God's grace and God's love the most. As faith-based business leaders, it is our unique calling and our unique privilege to be able to step beside them on that wall, to encourage and support them so they can fulfill their mission within our local community.
After hearing and learning from these nonprofits what their true needs are, Heart for Greenville was formed with the vision of supporting these nonprofits in every way possible to help them achieve their God-given dreams.
Determining how we were going to accomplish this vision helped create our mission statement, which is freeing up the Greenville nonprofit agencies to work exclusively on their calling for the people they serve.
The solution that we found was really in capacity building. How could we come alongside these nonprofit organizations here in Greenville and help them be more effective at what they do? How can we help them focus on the vital few priorities that they want to do? And that essentially comes to helping them build the capacity in their own organizations.
I really think that this unique approach to leadership development and capacity building will really enable us as nonprofit leaders to grow our ministries in a healthy way so that we could better serve the community for generations, and we'll be able to transform our community one family at a time.
The training that the Heart for Greenville has been able to afford us has really been helpful because it has allowed me as a director to be able to take my staff to the training right here in town that otherwise we would not have been able to participate in because we're a small organization. This type of support and training has been invaluable to us in accomplishing our mission of equipping, empowering, and educating our participants in the workplace.
One of the areas that's been a really huge benefit to us at 3rd Street is the training that we've been able to receive through Heart for Greenville, bringing that in, connecting it with local nonprofits. That's upped our level of understanding of who we are as a staff team, which then increases our effectiveness in ministry as a whole.
We've had an opportunity to participate in some of the leadership training workshops hosted by Heart for Greenville, and as a result, it has really helped to strengthen the bond of our team with one another, our understanding of each other's skills, areas of strength that we each individually bring to the table so that we can function more effectively as a whole team.
One of the greatest challenges for us is the grant writing process that takes up so much of our time from us being able to actually provide the services that we need in the workforce and equipping, empowering, and educating the individuals that we're trying to serve.
One of the benefits of having access to a grant writer is being able to sit in a different place. Instead of sitting behind a desk writing a grant, I'm sitting next to a student talking about fatherhood and talking about the love of God. Having access to a grant writer frees us to do the ministry God has called us to do.
In the past 6 months, we've been able to triple our submissions for grants, and we expect a tremendous amount of fruit from that in the future.
I had an opportunity to work with one of Heart for Greenville's grant writers, and that resulted in us being awarded a highly competitive grant. I really believe it was largely due to the support that we received through that grant writer.
It seems like every day I'm getting phone calls from the Heart for Greenville, guys that are referring other businessmen to our program, either to be speakers, to do field trips, or to be funding sources for the program. Without these types of connections through Heart for Greenville, Visions of Hope would not be an effective program.
I have recently witnessed something that was really encouraging. Saw a young man graduate from Visions of Hope program, and I was sitting with his minister who shared with me about what he had seen in the transformation of this young man. He had gone from academically from being a D and F student to an A and B student. What's encouraging about his transformation is I think he's no longer a candidate to be a gang member, but his future is much brighter because his excelling in school will open a lot more doors for his bright future.
If citywide transformation is going to happen in Greenville, North Carolina, business people like myself are going to have to get out of the stands, get off the sidelines, and get on the field. We need to get in the game.
It is our responsibility to leave this community in better shape than it was when we inherited it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take the whole community working together to make this transformation happen.
We ask a lot of our nonprofit leaders. In fact, we ask them to do too much with too little. Our turnover rate in local nonprofits is way too high. I want to see them stay in ministry. I want to see them continue to be engaged in this community and bring their gifts to the table.
I think that over time, Heart for Greenville will make a huge impact in our community by equipping and training and supporting these nonprofits. I think it's a great investment in the future of our community. A gift to Heart for Greenville is different. It's multiplied. It's like a leveraged gift. It's not just helping one nonprofit. It's benefiting many nonprofits. It's making them more effective, and the end result is they're going to reach more of the people that need to be reached.